Let me hold this cap down.
Here we go.
It sounds pretty empty.
I've got one tick left on the fuel gauge, so I don't want to run it out of gas or fuel. It's got a big job today. It needs to finish a job we started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the job that actually got all of this started and got us thinking about equipment and things and what we really needed to try to manage and maintain this property. We've owned the property for a while, but we just kind of sat on it, and now we're out here getting it ready. We're going to retire in a couple years, and we're going to move out here full time, and then so we're trying to get a lot of this done before we retire, and of course we need to have the equipment to manage and maintain the property. So we bought this thing. The tractor was such a blessing. The tractor allowed us to do so much more without killing ourselves. So Jane's been busy working on our social media stuff. So she has, I think, rededicated her author WordPress site
Yes.
to onthepondwithdickandjane.com.
Right.
And on that site, I think you can find, or I think there might actually be a link up on the YouTube section more about us.
Yes.
That'll take you to that blog page that will tell you the whole story about how this got started. That's enough chatter. So I think we'll get to it.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
Oh wait, was that little thing you did? There you go. Right, and that's the stuff that fell across the road that started this whole thing. So today we're going to try to clean this up. So let's just see what we have. So obviously we got a nice oak right here that's standing up in the air, and it looks like he's gotten pretty rotten. Unfortunately, I wasted that saw log. Although it might look like it might get better down that way. If it's white oak, there might be something solid in the middle. I don't remember what kind of oak it is. Chances are it's a red oak. That's what we have a lot of around here, but we do have white oak. So we'll knock out some of these scrubby hollies and some of the laurels. Try to get back here and really clean and grade this place today. So that's the plan. We will probably employ tractor, digger, Husqvarna chainsaws, and
Still battery powered ones
still battery
too.
powered. Although I'm not seeing a whole lot in here that you can get with the steel.
Yeah.
Maybe, but it's easier just to pull these laurels. So we're gonna make a mess of it, and then we're gonna clean it up. It's gonna be great. So let's get to it and see how this.
You gotta do it with like you mean it.
I can't do it. What are you doing?
There you go. Close enough.
That, let me see if I got a tape measure here in my pocket. It feels heavy.
I think you came prepared.
It's a big one.
I feel like I've been set up here.
So that's a 11-inch log roughly.
Nice.
So I mean, you know, that's not to sneeze at. Right there, I got myself an 8.5 foot piece of it. I went ahead and cut the front of it off, and so that's sawable log right there. So that's going on the wood stack.
So the one on my let's see here, left side is a sawable log.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep,
okay.
right,
and that's white oak.
Old hickory.
And this is old hickory right
yeah,
there.
Here's the stuff that was on the bottom. So yeah, this thing here, I mean, this is really nasty looking and gnarly up here, so I decided to cut it off at the crotch here. But it started to close up on me, so I had to pull my chainsaw.
Okay.
But I might be able to break it loose with a tractor here in a second. I'll give it a try.
All right.
And so then we got all of this, and you know, this log is absolutely solid. There might be something going on in here. There's like a pool. There's actually a pool of water in here.
Oh no.
Yeah, there might be some kind of creature living in there. Who knows? But
we call it the Black Lagoon.
So yeah, I cut him off here. Again, I might be able to snap him off with the tractor. And then we got this.
Yeah.
Now there's some holes in it. I don't know if this is millable or not.
Oh, looks like.
But I'm going to give it a shot because look at this thing.
I was thinking you cut up there, but I see this is where you were cutting.
Yeah, I cut three, four slices.
Okay.
So I sliced this guy, and he was closing up. Had to back off. I didn't bring my wedges. And then we got this beast down here. I'm going to cut him just to 8.5 foot. And he's probably solid. I mean, there's all the punks on the outside. By the time you cut that into a cant, yeah, that's probably going to be some really solid
and look
stuff.
At the girth. Oh my gosh, yeah.
This thing is a beast.
Yeah. I mean, would he even fit on our saw mill?
No. Well, you might have to turn him up on the side and whittle him down a little bit, but let's see. You're talking about 37, roughly 37, 38 inches across here. And then we got, so if you cut that guy, look at this. And if this is hickory, this will probably eat some blades, man. So I don't know how far back it goes, but look at this thing. So I'll probably again take it down to 8 feet, something I can hopefully manage. So this is about 26 inches in diameter right here. So she's not super well. Yeah, I mean that was this side. Holy mackerel! Yeah, he's 30 something that way.
Wow. And this is what broke. This is why he came down.
Oh yeah, I just bumped that with the excavator and I just busted off. So the bottom of this the bottom of this thing is pretty rotten.
Yeah.
So we got more to do.
So we got one side kind of cleared away, so it makes it easier for us to work without tripping, which is what happened last time. I felt like there were so many hazards, and we were with saws and stuff and trying to do it more manually. Even though we had the tractor, I don't think we were willing to kind of clear as much as we did today.
No, it's just easier.
Yeah.
I'm going straight to the mill with this. We are going to mill this tomorrow.
All right, awesome. I guess I better anchor seal it before sometime this afternoon.
No, you can anchor seal it after we cut the boards. Let's see what we get out of it before you go through the trouble of that. Otherwise, the point of milling it would be to cut it into small enough pieces to burn.
All right. All right, good. Okay.
But I think we're going to get some really hard wood out of the center of this beast. I mean, look at this thing.
Yeah, it does look really good.
I mean, it's hard as a rock, and so we're just going to find out what's going on inside.
Yeah.
The discovery process.
Yes, definitely. What you got here, Dick?
I got one really thick hickory that's been dead for I don't know how many years, but this thing is solid as a rock. It's gonna be too much for any of our equipment. Maybe, I mean, I'm pretty sure a digger can lift this thing, and maybe we can work out how we can travel with it. I'm yet to figure out if my saw can actually reach all the way around this thing. So
it's a pretty massive tree.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting bigger, but it's starting to get punky up that way. I mean, if it can get punky, I can see that the roots are.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow, we got quite a bit of this done today.
I know, let's just turn around. We're gonna turn around and see what it looks like.
So,
this is where the trees,
we still got to grade this out, but.
Yeah, the trees, I think we're almost to that holly that you can see now.
Yeah, they were way out there.
Yeah. So I had knocked down 3 trees. This guy right here had knocked down 3 trees. And so we got this area pretty cleaned up.
He started it all.
He did.
You know what I think about doing with these things? Is milling them into like a 12 by 12 cant or something, or a 18 or 20 or something, and use them as a bench. I mean, obviously they're impervious.
It's like you wouldn't have to do anything with
No, I just set them on, you know, just set them on the ground near a bench.
Yeah.
I mean, cause they're something else.
Yeah.
That tree is something else, man.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I mean, as far as like, that's the biggest thing I think we've ever tried to tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, like up here is just a massive number. The width on that crotch is just pretty amazing. So this guy's ancient, been around a long time. Here when the Pilgrims, I mean, no, Pilgrims never landed in Virginia.
All right, you're getting a little carried away there.
I need to see if I can find a tool to tighten up that chain a little bit before I go at it with the rest of that. I mean, and it is really dulling my blade. I want to finish this cut, my chain. I want to finish this cut and if I can, and yeah, we're gonna have to sharpen that next time out. All right, so this is one solid hickory. Imagine how much it weighed when it was alive.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. It looks like, okay.
There was steam coming up when you were sawing it.
It's only 25 inches in diameter there.
Oh.
Like, you know.
Right there's 26.
26. So it's not like super crazy. But, you know, for a little John Deere 3 Series tractor, I think we met its match.
Yeah, I think it has.
26 inches across there.
Yeah.
So, no idea how much something like this weighs. You know, it only has to be a little over 1,000 pounds, and that thing ain't got it. It can curl a little more than that, but wasn't going anywhere. So let's give old
the new kid.
The new kid a chance.
Digger. All right, Digger.
You speechless?
Yeah. It had me like, it was Digger's on his tiptoes there.
I brought it in, changed its center of gravity a little bit, was able to get a little further. I didn't know if I wanted to go all the way down to the sawmill with it like this, or would we be better off putting it on the trailer?
Yeah, let's do that. I guess it's practice with the trailer too.